Hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers, and a very early morning it is today. It is currently 10 to 4 in the morning. I sort of started about 15 minutes ago, roughly. Yeah. Very, very early start this morning. We made very good time yesterday. So yesterday we done 2 packs of MDF out to Thurrock. Then the rest of the load was a whole load of furniture out to Colchester, to our regular site we do there. And then I had to go to Wisbeach to do a collection, and I turned up there at like 10 to 4, so I managed to get loaded last night, which was ideal, because I think they stopped loading after 4, or half 4 or something like that. So I managed to get loaded with a whole load of fence posts, which are all heading down towards Clumpton way. And then I got as far as here in Peterborough last night, so we're currently in Peterborough, so that's where I stayed. And it's currently quoting me 4 hours and 20 minutes to get to my customer, so I'm going to head on down there. It's going to obviously be half of my driving done by about 8:15 this morning, so yeah, I've used both my 10s already this week. This is Wednesday, by the way. Today is Wednesday the 22nd of March. 22nd? Yeah, because Monday was the 20th, wasn't it? Yeah, so today is Wednesday 22nd of March. Yeah. So yeah, we got a 4.5 hour drive to our first customer, which put us at 8:15. So yeah, like I said, I've used both 10s already. Annoyingly, I used a 10 yesterday by about 5 minutes, so to get to where I was going to park up for the night. But never mind. Means I go do 9-hour drives now for the rest of the week, but I'm fine with that. Doesn't bother me. We'll do what we can. We'll manage. Had a good sleep last night though. Went to bed at 7:30. I think I pretty much died. So yeah, not too bad at all. Nice and peaceful where I was. I can't tell you where I was because, you know, don't want to give away all my secrets. I'll definitely be staying there again anyway. It was pretty good. The best thing about it, it's free. Didn't have to pay. Ideal. That's what we like. I'd rather not pay if I can help it. Because just think, if you stay out Monday to Friday in the services each time, and each time it costs you £35. £35 times 4 every week. What's that, 140 quid? Okay, comes out of my bank initially and I do get it back, but overall, you think in a month, what, 140? What's that? 280, 300, £460 in a month. That's a lot of money my boss would be spending out for me to park up somewhere. No, £560 a month, yeah. That's a lot of money for my boss to shell out for me to just park in the services where I'll still get my curtains cut and still have me fuel nicked. Yeah, so I think that was a lot quieter there as well. I'm not going to get woken up by people slamming the doors and sitting right next to me, their engines running and doing this, that and the other. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling on a bit. I will see you in several hours when I get down near my customer. Yeah. Right. You ever wonder how we fuel up? It's quite simple, really. Same as most vehicles, except obviously we pay with a card. So, not the cab. So, got fuel cards. Most of them are sort of key fuels based, as you can see. So obviously because we fuel up so much fuel, can't just fill up. We have to hand the card in first. So before you can draw any fuel, we have to hand our card in. Alright, clump 19 please.
Cheers.
Cheers. Draw out a hell of a lot of fuel. Obviously a lot of money's worth. They like our card first for security reasons. Make sure we're not just going to drive off. That way if we do drive off, they have our card for payment. Normally I'll take a picture of my mileage on my phone and take it in, because when you sign the receipt, you have to give them the mileage as well as your reg. So I'm just going to go take a picture of my mileage, and then I've got that. And then we're good to go. All I can say is, I'm glad I don't pay the fuel bills. Right, we've just come off of the M5 now. We are nearing our delivery point. We are also at 4 hours and 16 minutes driving. It'll be about 4 hours 21 by the time we get there. By the time we've manoeuvred in the yard, probably about 4:23, I guess. Right, let's go around this way. 18-ton weight limit, 2 miles ahead. Luckily, I'm only going 1 3/4 miles. Not that that would stop me. I'm a naughty boy. I mean, if I've got to get somewhere, then I've got to get there, haven't I? To an extent. As long as it's not like a weak bridge or anything. They'd probably say except for access, or we'll probably have times or something. Generally. It's just because people, oh, no, aren't large vehicles going for our village. Nah, you gotta respect the signs to an extent. Right. So I'm hoping this tip takes a little while, and I think I can park in their entranceway because I'm sure there's enough room for me to stop there and not get anyone's way, so should be able to get in, get unloaded. I mean, they might even let me sit in there. Once I've got the curtains open and the stuff unloaded, I can put it on brake then and just sit there while I unload it. Hopefully that'll take half hour. And then, yeah. Do what we gotta do and get home. Because I'm not gonna have very long in it. I don't think I'd have enough time to get the Clumpton services either, really, even if I come out of it. I have been to this place before as well. I think I filmed it, I can't remember. Either that or I filmed the day before, I can't remember. I'm sure one of you will remember me going here before. If I did film it. Anyway, I've done my stream on Friday. Obviously it's a few weeks ago now. I think it went very well actually. Had quite a lot of you engaging, asking questions and that. Yeah, that was pretty good. It went down pretty well, I think. Had the old troll come in and say something, being a coward and didn't reply, so that was standard really. So I don't think I'll block him. I thought, oh, I'll just leave him for a bit, this will be fun. Have a bit of back and forth, but there's no... He says this thing, I reply to it, and then he don't say nothing, so... I think I might just block him now. Because he's a bit of a coward and doesn't like replying. I find his messages end up being deleted as well, so... Never mind. No fun when they don't reply. Right, let's get in here and see someone. It's a little bit tight getting in here as well. Not too bad this bit, I think it's getting in their gateway there could be a little bit tight. If I get over to one side, I'll be ready to go in anyway. Alright, I will see you in a minute. Right, we are tipped. I No, I want to find somewhere. I got here, I got the curtain open, got the straps all wrapped up. By the time I'd done that, they'd unloaded part of it, so that's the one I want. So by the time they got a few off and I got the straps wrapped up, managed to pull the curtain back, and then I jumped in and put it on brake for half hour. So that's worked out well. The brake's just finished. Called me boss, find out what I'm doing now, and jumped out, done my curtain up. Yeah. So now I've got to sneeze. Oh, sun's right in my face, which doesn't help. No, I'm not going that way. Silly thing. Alright, let's reroute that down to there. Add the current route. It's going to take me the right way now. There we go. Yeah. Can't remember what I was saying there. Yeah, so it's worked out quite well. So we've got 4.5 hours under our belt already. Oh, 4 hours 22 minutes even. Sorry. That means that post I put out, I lied, because I put out I was on 4 hours 23, but I wasn't. I bet they look out the window at their cars when they see the trucks pulling in and out. Yeah, so now I've got to go down to Clark's in Clumpton. I'm in Clumpton, but I need to go to the other side of it because I can't get to it this side. And I've got to go collect the flatbed tray that's been taken there for me to then deliver down Plymouth. Funny enough, it's the timber I collected on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, something like that. So I've got to go grab that. I've got to go take that down to Plymouth, get that unloaded, then head into Cornwall somewhere to do a collection ready for tomorrow. So, oh, looks like I'm missing out on the food van just. That's rubbish. I'm leaving at the wrong time. I should have sat there for another 5 minutes. Sorry mate, nothing I can do until I get a bit of space on this road. There we go. Yeah, so we got the rest of the day nearly planned for us. So by the time I get down to Plymouth, it's going to be, what, another hour of driving, well, another 2 hours of driving added on to me, I think, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to stop at Exeter, I think, to go use the facilities and whatever. Grab something to eat as well. So, yeah, I think by the time I get down to Plymouth, I'm not going to have very much driving time left. It'll be a case of heading towards the collection point, maybe making it, maybe not, depending on where it is. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to head into Clark's. I'm going to do this trailer swap, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're at Clark's now doing the trailer swap, so here we are. Now there's a little tip for you. So sometimes you'll get everything ready, so you get your legs down, undo all your lines, trailer brake on, all that. And then sometimes you'll come here to pull the pin. So we take the clip off. That bit pulls out the way, that moves over, then you pull the pin out. Sometimes that'll be really hard to pull. Literally, no matter how hard you pull it, it will not undo. So what you can do is sometimes when you raise the trailer up to wind the legs down so the front doesn't droop down too much so the next driver can get underneath it, if you've got your handbrake on, when you raise the suspension up, it essentially pulls the trailer brakes are on, so it essentially wants to pull the trailer this way, but it can't. So it puts too much pressure on the pin release to then be able to undo it. So sometimes all you need to do is you'll be surprised how much the truck will move when you undo the handbrake. So we undo the handbrake quickly. That didn't actually move much. Sometimes that'll be enough to release it, and then you can pull that. Sometimes when the truck's really heavy, when you undo the handbrake, you'll see it rock a bit. That would be enough sometimes to be able to pull that. If that doesn't work, what you can also do, as long as the trailer brake's on, put it into forwards, give the truck a quick nudge forwards, or put it in reverse, give the truck a quick nudge back. Sometimes that's enough to release it. And then if that fails and it's still hard to pull, sometimes you can just lower the air slightly, not too much, because you don't want that to come away from the truck bed too much. And then, yeah, if you lower the suspension enough, that might have enough to release it. So there's a few little things you can do to help try and release it if you can't pull the fifth wheel. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to hitch up with this other trailer down to Plymouth. Right, here we are in Plymouth. Yes. Not too bad. We're at 6 hours and 1 minute driving so far, so we're going to be at 6 hours and 6 minutes by the time I get there. Probably 6, 7, 6, 8 by the time I get in and start getting unloaded. So I have less than 3 hours of driving left for the day, and it's only 11:22 at the moment, which is quite mad to think about. Yeah. So as far as I'm aware, I'm going into Cornwall somewhere after this to go collect something from somewhere. I have no idea what. Could be more blocks. You never know. Obviously, when I get in here and start getting unloaded, I'll give my boss a call and see what he says. I've only got 15 packs to come off. There wasn't a great deal of timber I collected on Monday. Only 15 packs, so only a small load in comparison to some of them. So, yeah, shouldn't take the greatest amount of time to get these off. Which would be nice. Ugh. Right. I've been to this Bradford's before, I think it was I think we had one of Josh Highfield's trailers when I last came here. But it had all the internal, I say internal straps, all the it was like ratchet straps on a net thing that like hung on the roof. It's just like proper ratchets, but they dangle above on a rail system thing. So not like normal internal straps. But they're alright, but they're a bugger to work with, I must admit, and they kind of get in the way. The actual rail system gets in the way a bit, which means you have to have a higher trailer than usual just to make them work, I guess. If I ever get a trailer like that again, I'll show you. That was timber as well, actually. Alright, let's go in here and see if there's space for me. I'm pretty sure I can pull onto their little drive bit. Wait there. Before going in. Just got to go into the actual yard and speak to someone. Okay. There they are there. Yeah, I'm just co-op trucking my way. I want to swing out. Yeah, I can put onto this bit, which is ideal. Yard. HGV waiting area. I wish more of these places had waiting areas. It'd be so much easier than having to just sit in the road like a lemon. Right, let's go find someone. I will see you in a bit. If I have to wait, I'll just start getting my straps off now. Alright, we are unloaded. We are done here. We are ready to go. There are cars right on the other side of the road, which is going to make this tricky to get out of. I'm going to have to go up on the curb, I think, to get out of here with these cars here. Silly place to put these cars. Silly people. It's alright, trucks don't need to go in and out of there at all. We'll just park in the way. I mean, to be honest, there's double yellow lines on this side of the road, but none on the other. It would be easier if the double yellows were on that side. I don't know. That's right, I'll just keep Muller in the curb every time I come out of there. Yeah, that's us done there. We are now off down to R&R's yard in Redruth to go collect one of their trailers, I believe, which is going up north somewhere. And then, yeah, who knows what else. I've got to go up there, then collect something to come back down to go to Newton Abbot. So that's pretty much going to be me today and tomorrow. So we'll see how that gets on. I mean, if I'm just collecting a trailer that's already loaded, then I've got a really easy job today because it's an hour and 47 minutes to R&R yard, which is going to leave me with about an hour and 10 minutes driving for the day. So I'm not going to get very far out of Cornwall. So that's perfectly fine for me, because that means I get to stay on the A30 somewhere, which is generally quite nice to stay on. Don't have any issues stopping anywhere on there. So we will soldier on. We will clock up some more driving time today and go find another trailer to take somewhere. I will see you when I'm at the yard, or wherever it is I'm collecting the trailer from. See you in a bit. Right, we are nearly at my second home, my second place of employment, R&R Transport. I think I've been there like the past 3 videos, I think. I can't remember. Some poor bugger on the roundabout back there, his load shifted over the poor sod. So we come around the corner, it's all hanging off his bed, which is not good. Almost a trailer, but it's not, it's a rigid. Yeah, poor sod. So yeah, he's in a bit of bother at the moment. He's not having a very good day. Whoopsie. Things happen, I guess. Like it sort of happened where it was, and not sort of anywhere where anyone's going to get squished. But yeah, it's going to be a sod to sort out. Anyway, I haven't been told anything extra, so as far as I'm aware, I'm going in their yard, dropping this trailer off and picking up one of their trailers. The annoying thing is, obviously, the straps in this trailer are in lockers, so I've got to take a load of our straps out and chuck them in their trailer. And then, yeah. It's always a pain with our straps. Obviously, all our straps are. Thank you, Van. It's flashing, let me in. All our straps there of our trailers with R&R, the drivers keep their own straps, so yeah. It is a pain. It is a pain having to keep changing to different companies' trailers and that. It is what it is. It means I don't have to go live load anywhere. It should mean that the trailer I want's already loaded. Hopefully it's not too bad a load I've got to collect. I don't know what it is I'm collecting, I don't know where it's going. All I've been told is it was going up north somewhere, so. What I'll do when I pull in, I'll park up and then I'll speak to my boss. And, yeah. Oh yeah, if you remember in my last video, I sort of said I hope this burger van here takes card. So for future reference, yes, that burger van does take card. And they're nice and cheap. Cheap and cheerful. Pretty good actually, to be fair. Yeah, if you're ever down here, go there. Don't cost much and takes card. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Because who carries cash anymore? I very, very rarely have cash on me anymore. Right. Go in there and see if I can find find out what I'm doing. Oh yeah, and Sergio, who I was stuck out on that job with, doing the concrete stuff, where I was stuck out for a couple of days. Yeah, he's got a brand new DAF now, he has. Brand spanking new. 23 plate, I think it is. Yeah. They obviously like the work he does, so they've got him a brand new truck. He's showing it to me the other day. Very smart. Right, let's go down there and park this up. I'll see you in a bit. Righto. So I parked my trailer up down in their yard here, and then I've come over here to this little car park which is on the opposite side of the road to grab this trailer. Because the job we're doing is loaded up by these guys here. Keita or Keta or whatever they are. Calva? I don't know. Whoever they're, Keter. Keter. So I've got a whole load of this to go up to B&Q in Worksop, is it? Yeah, something like that. I believe it's a distribution centre. So I've got to do a bit of RDC work tomorrow. Yay! Sat on bay for hours. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So I've got an hour and 15 minutes driving left. So I'm going to head on up. No, less than that now. An hour and 13 minutes driving left. And I'm going to head on up the A30 as far as I can with that, which is not going to be very far. Stop for the night and head on up in the morning. It's a 6 hour and 46 minute drive from here, so I'll be able to knock that down to about 5 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm still going to have a break on the way up tomorrow. Our booking time is not until 1 o'clock, and I think they're sticklers for booking time, so I don't think I can get there too early, so I'll have to work out roughly what time I'll have to leave to get there for... I'd say getting there for 12 would be a good move. I don't want to get there too early. I'll just stop here for this car. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. I mean, if I'm going to be stopping in an hour, that's going to be... it's going to be just before 4 o'clock I'll be stopping tonight. This afternoon. But I'm definitely going to be having a long rest. There's no point in me starting too early if I'm going to get there way too early. And then from there I've got to head across to Manchester to grab a load of drinks to collect, and then take down to Newton Abbot, which I believe I've been to that place before. I think it's like a hub run they have you do, and that's to be delivered on Friday. What day did I say the video was at the start? Did I say it was the 23rd or 22nd? I think I might have said it was the 23rd. It's not, it's the 22nd day. You're an idiot, John. I can't remember what I said earlier. I would have corrected it with a bit of text if I got it wrong anyway. But yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So yeah, what I'm collecting out of Manchester tomorrow is being delivered Friday morning. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping I can get all the way back down tomorrow, because I know somewhere reasonably good I can stop for the night. So yeah. Yes, indeed. Take me out that way. It's an R&R, man. I got a green light, I can go. Just because I was waiting for that truck to come around the corner, I didn't want to move forward while he's still doing what he's got to do. Why are you taking me out that way? I'm going to go out this way, sod ya. I'm going to ignore you, sat-nav, and I'm going to do what I want to do. Anywho, I'm going to crack on. I will see you when I stop. I might do a little bit of cooking around with Jono again. I'm going to cook a curry tonight from scratch. I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are, stopped on the A30. We have about 5 hours and 48 minutes to our customer in the morning from here in Worksop. So yeah, we're still in Cornwall. Are we in Cornwall? I think we're still in Cornwall. If not, we're pretty close to Devon, but I'd say we're still in Cornwall. Yeah, we have 18 minutes left on a 9-hour drive. That's our time used up then. And it is currently 3:45, so yeah, short day. But yeah, there's no point in carrying on any further than this. That's where we're going to get a few minutes up the road before we desperately need to stop. So I dived in here. Should be right in. Anyway, as promised, I'm going to show you how to cook a curry in a truck. Yes. This is one of my specialities. I like to do a nice hot chicken tikka masala. So we'll do that. So first things first, what you need to do is you get your tub of chicken tikka masala out of the fridge. And what you do is you crack the seal, like so. And what you got to do is you got to crack the corner, like that. Try not to splash it everywhere, it's a bit hard to do one-handed, hold on. Alright, so you have one side of it lifted up, I've actually cracked the plastic a lot more than I was expecting to, because doing it one-handed is a bit Neanderthal. What you do is you stick that in the microwave, whack it on for 3 minutes, and leave it. Right, so what we'll do now is that is halfway cooked, so we'll get that out. Move the plate out of the way. And what we'll do is we will open this up. Oh, it smells lovely already. And we'll just give it a good stir. Right, so we'll put the lid back on partially. Stick down one side. We'll chuck it back in the old microwave, microwave, for about another 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Times depend on the power of your microwave. So while that is busy cooking in there, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the rice. So what we'll do is we'll get our rice. What we'll do is give the packet a nice smush. Like so, make sure it's all broken up and not in clumps, so it cooks better. And then we'll open the pack about 1.5 inches, and that's ready to go in the microwave for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. So we'll stick that in once the curry is cooking. I mean, there's many other things you can do with this, like you can add some microwave onion bhajis or a microwave naan bread or something. Anything microwavable really. Makes life so much easier. Right, we'll get that out of the microwave as that is now finished. So we will leave that there to simmer, to settle. Stand the rice up in the microwave. I like to put it on for 3 minutes because this one's only a 700 watt microwave and they don't put out quite as much power rather than an inverter, but yeah. So I'll wait for that to do, and once that's done I'll bring it back in and we'll dish the meal up. Right, microwave just gone off. Our rice is ready, and it still stood up. Look at that. Sometimes it falls down. So what we'll do is I'll move me fork out of the way. Put that over there for a minute. And we will serve up our rice. What I'll do is I'll make a nice little well to put the curry into. Some people like to put their rice and curry side by side. I think them people are weirdos. So, you know, those sort of people will grow up to be murderers and stuff like that. And there we go, one chicken tikka masala, completely homemade, cooked from scratch, all ready to go. There you go, boys and girls, that's how you do it in a truck. See you tomorrow. Hello and good morning. We are 2 hours into our drive so far today. We stopped on the A30, obviously done me dinner and everything. Didn't realise how early it was when I had my dinner. It was like 4 o'clock. So yeah, had quite an early dinner. That's fine with me. It means that I don't have to muck around later. I can just sit back and relax for the night. Went to bed about 9 o'clock, got up at 10 to... Wow. That pigeon had a very close dice with death then. I think it was a pigeon anyway. Yeah. So we got up at like 5 o'clock this morning. Got to move, well, I'll say 5 o'clock. I got up about 10 past 5 this morning. Put a card in at 5:15. Sort of started making our way up. We're 2 hours driving in. Just had a 15-minute break at Sedgemoor. And to use facilities, got something to eat for breakfast and everything. So we're all stuffed and ready for our day ahead of us. We've still got 3 hours and 51 minutes to get to Worksop. So I've got to have another half-hour break to clear my driving time, which should put me there about 12:15. My booking time is 1 o'clock, so I'm hoping I won't be too early. They'll turn me away or whatever. I hope they'll just take me straight in. But I had a look at that customer and the one in Manchester I got to go to, and Google Maps is saying it's about 1 hour and 51 minutes between the two. So that's going to be realistically in a truck about 2.5 hours drive. So by the time I get to Manchester, I'm going to get to Worksop in about 5 hours 45 driving, I think, something like that. I'll be on 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 hours and 50 minutes, if there's no traffic, that is. So then 2.5 hours from there to Manchester would be 8 hours and 20 minutes, which is going to leave me 40 minutes from being loaded to find somewhere to stop for the night. And with what I'm collecting, I'm probably going to need to find somewhere secure to park. So yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. Lim is probably going to be the nearest place I could get to motorway service wise, and that's not very secure there. That'd be a bit risky to park there. Obviously me telling you now is not an issue, because no one's going to know I'm parking there, because this is about 4 weeks behind. Well, the video is about 3 or 4 weeks behind, yeah. So I would have, whatever's happened now has already happened, and you had already seen pictures on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. But yeah, I don't know anywhere else near there I could stop that's secure. I'm going to have a look on the in-truck app, see what's about, because yeah, I'm not going to have, this is all bearing in mind if I have zero traffic, I'll have 40 minutes spare to find somewhere to drive. If I end up getting stuck in an accident for half hour, that could, well, I might be staying at the customer that I'm collecting from. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so I was sort of, yesterday when I sort of said, oh, I know somewhere good to park, yeah, that was thinking I'll get all the way back down again tomorrow, but I was like, hold on, how long is the drive between the two customers? Yeah, not going to happen. So yeah, we're not going to be very far out of Manchester when we stop tonight, and that's probably not going to be a good thing for, yeah. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to soldier on up the Worksop. I will see you in about 4 hours and 15 minutes roughly. Right, hello everyone. We are now in Worksop, where I believe, or right near Worksop, I think we're just on the south side of it. And I believe we're literally just a stone's throw from Sherwood Forest, which, if you know, in the 13th century, that's where you would find Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other one would say, reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oodle-lally, golly, what a day. We're not too far from the customer now. There's been a few change of plans for the good. So we are now not going to be going to Manchester to do this collection of secure goods and blah blah blah, that rubbish. We are now going to be doing a trailer swap with another R&R trailer driver, dude, person thing. He's got a trailer full of empty kegs, which we're going to take to somewhere in Nottingham. We're going to drop that off and then do another trailer swap to a bulker trailer. Yep, that's right, I'm going to be a tipper driver, which means overspeeds don't count anymore. We're going to take that all the way back down to Clumpton for where I done the trailer swap yesterday. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So our day may become a little less stressful with trying to find somewhere to stop for the night, because obviously if you have a bulker, no one's going to be able to cut it, are they? I'd like to see someone try and cut through the side of a bulker and be like, ugh, there's dirt in here. It's not dirt, it's parsnips I'll have, but still, yes. So yeah, this should be fun. Now, one thing I've realised about this Sheffield Worksop sort of area, a lot of these roundabouts seem to have jungles in the middle of them. Look at this. Look at this. I literally can't see further than that junction. The thing is, a lot of time for me to be able to get time to come out and actually get around, you know, pull away from the junction safely, I need to see further than just that junction there. I need to see a bit further than that. Because if someone comes barreling around that roundabout, I've got no chance of pulling out in time. So I had to get someone come round and beating their horn at me because they come flying around the roundabout and I can't see. Daft. Don't have a jungle in the middle of the roundabout. Christ. I mean, have something there, but have it so you can at least see It's not too bad for car drivers because you can pull away quickly in a car. But for us trucks, no chance. Alright. Enough of that. Bloody councils. Jungle on a roundabout. Stop it. Give me half a chance of pulling out without pulling out in front of someone. Right. For some reason it's putting us down on this roundabout. So I should have probably had a look and seen where this customer was, because I don't know exactly where they are. Ah, here we go. There's a great big sign that says here, B&Q Distribution Centre Visitors Thingy Majiggy. So I'll take it we're going that way then. Definitely won't be going up that way because that bridge is 4.3 metres and my tray is 4.5. Right, let's have a look ski. Where are we going? Our booking time is 1 o'clock and it's currently 12:15 or 16 minutes past if you want to be technical. So we'll see how we get on getting in, see if they let us straight in. So that's it. That's it. This shit. B&Q Distribution Centre visitors. In here then, I take it. It's well signposted. I wish everywhere was signposted like this. It'd be a lot easier to find a lot of places. Try to go up and be like, hi, I have things for you. Right, where am I going? In this gateway? I hope it's in this gateway, otherwise we'll have trouble. No HGV vehicles. HGV entrance, A57 postcode. Ah, wonderful. This is not the HGV entrance then. That is not handy. So, yeah. Got to be around the other side then, I must have missed it. So we will loop around and have a look. Ooh, canal. There's a canal here. So it must be up here somewhere then. There's a great big black sign. I must have missed that on the way down. We're going to drop that off and then do another. Yes, I typed the postcode in that it said on the gateway back there, and that's where it sent me. It was down that way. Never mind. You win some, you lose some, don't you? There we go, that's a bit more like it. Alright, let's go have a look, see what they say. I will see you in a minute. Attention, all drivers to site does not operate a banksman service at any time. Please remain in your vehicle until you reach the barrier. Drivers to report there. Okay. Righto, we're all done in there. To be fair, that didn't take that long. Not too bad for an RDC, I guess. I don't know what it's like all the time, but if that's what it's like all the time, then that's one of the good ones. Because, yeah, okay, I got there at like quarter past 1. Wait for the cyclist to go by. I got there at 12:15 even, sorry. So they wouldn't let me in until... I didn't wait that long, actually. I probably waited until 1:45 and they let me in. So the actual tip took about an hour and getting all the paperwork back and everything, so not too bad at all. Can't really complain at that. Yeah. Like I say, you just got to get there for your booking time. They do charge you for your late as well, apparently, so apparently you got to ring them up with an hour in advance if you're going to be late, at what time you might be there, and then they'll give you a late reference and whatever. And if you don't do that, apparently they charge you, so you got to be on the ball with that one, I think. So if you ever have B&Q, just be warned. Obviously don't turn up too early before your booking time either, because you'll be sat there waiting. But no, the actual tip itself didn't take long at all. So now we've got to meet another R&R driver and do a trailer swap. So he can take this empty and I take what he's got on. And then I've got to do another trailer swap after that to go do something for us. So we'll figure that out. So there's DHL. He said he was near DHL, so we'll pop in there. He said there's a bit of room there to do whatever. Must be this way then. So we'll go up here and see if we can find him. He said there's not a great deal of room up here, but there should be enough to do a trailer swap. Shouldn't be too difficult. Should be a pain. Shouldn't be a pain, I said. Meant. So yeah, if he's up here, that'll be right. I did say to him go to that estate down there, but he must have thought going up here might have been a bit better. We'll see, we'll see. Marston Wood Distribution Centre. So we'll pop in here a minute and see if he's actually in here. If he's not in there, I hope there's room to turn around. He said he was by the DHL. Ah, there he is. There's our man. Oh, he's got one of them brand new DAFs as well. Brand spanking new. I'll turn around down there. Yeah, plenty of room to do a trailer swap. We'll just do a quick whippy round in their gateway here, so I hope they don't mind too much. I'm sure they won't mind. Tough if they do. Shh, don't tell everyone. Put in front of this zebra crossing, and then we'll do our trailer swap with him, and then I'll head on down to where I gotta be. So I'll see you in a bit when I'm near the other trailer swap point. Meh. Right, we are right near the trailer swap location to go collect the Bolka. There we go. We got there in the end. So what we got to do is we got to go drop this trailer off, we got to go collect that one, and then we got to go as far south as we can tonight, have a 9 off, and start again tomorrow and meet our other driver Jason, whose truck does have tipper gear. He's going to go off tip that, and then I got to go do a job in Guildford. So yeah, fun times. So yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I just got to find where this trailer is. Could be interesting. Shouldn't be too bad. At least I ain't got to worry about sort of getting secure parking now. Park wherever. I've got enough. What are we on? 6 hours 20 something by the time I'm there. So I'm gonna have about 2.5 hours driving from here to get as far south as possible. I'm hoping I can get south of Birmingham, but we will see. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I'll quite make it. If I do, it'll be a bit of a push. But we shall see. I mean, if I can get on the A46, is it? The road that sort of chips off the bottom part of the M42, top of M5 sort of bit. I think it's the A46, isn't it? I'll try and get along there if I can. It's not too bad. Well, it's not been too bad when I've been there anyway, so touch wood, not had any issues there. Gotta go farm this farm now. So Look, that sun ain't off come out now. It's getting quite warm. It's like 14.5 degrees now. Spring is definitely on the way. I mean, the clocks do go forward this weekend, so it's forward, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah? I can't remember. Yeah, so 5 weeks. Yeah, so it'll be darker in the mornings again. That's fine. Right, I'm going to gather that's it there. If it's not it, then I'll be going the wrong way. Ooh, this trailer's fancy. It's got the indicators on the side markers. Right, this must be it here then. Strawson, there we go. Right, so I've got to pop in here and go find someone and figure out what trailer I'm taking and where I'm dropping this one then. So this could be fun. I'll take it this is where I'm going anyway. Alright. I guess I should go find someone and go speak to someone. There's a weighbridge there, but I don't really want to go on the weighbridge. Parking. Weighbridge office? Question mark? Drivers in there. Alright, I'm going to go pop in there and speak to someone. I will see you in a minute. Alright, we're all hitched up. So ready? There we go. Just doing our checks, make sure it's all good. So I've checked all the tyres and everything, they're alright. Just checking the lights now, because I forgot to put them on when I jumped out. We're all good. Alright, let's go ignore all the speed limits and don't worry about overspeeds, overtake everyone, undercut and roundabouts, you know, normal type of stuff. I'm only joking, don't get emotional. There's a reason they're stereotypes. Alright, let's crack on. I'll see you in a bit, I guess. Which way do I go out? Way I came on, I guess. Right, let's crack on. Right, so we got the trailer on and we're off ski. I'm hoping to get as far as Tewkesbury. Tewkesbury is 2 hours and 30 minutes away, and I have 2 hours and 35 minutes. There's plenty of options for me to stop in other places. I might even jump onto the A46 somewhere and get on there, but we'll see. Yeah, there's plenty of options on the A46, so I may jump on there and go see, but got me tip the trailer on, head down south, stop for the night, swap with Jason tomorrow, go do a drop in Guildford, then head back to the yard, so all is good. Alright, I will see you when I stop for the night, so I'll see you in a bit. Or in a couple of hours at least. Meh. There we go, now we're a tipper driver. We're having a bit of bother at the moment. Now, I was going to try and make Strensham services. I had about a 10-minute window to make it there, and then the A42 decided I didn't want to play ball, and I lost about 10 minutes there. So I'm going to still theoretically make Strensham, but now the M42 is like, nah, we're going to chuck in another 20 minutes of traffic here and there. For some reason at the moment, the M42 this is almost a daily occurrence at the moment. It's just god awful with traffic. I don't think I've ever had it, known it to be so bad, I don't think. Just at the moment, it just seems to be every single day. It's either people running out of town or just wait of traffic. It's unbelievable. But yeah, it's really thrown a spanner in the works now, so I've only got 40 minutes of driving left on a 9-hour drive, because I've only got 9s left. So I think I'm going to have to barrel off onto the A. It is the A46. It's not the A46 straight away. It's the A something something something, and then it goes into the A46 and goes down around Evesham and all that. But I'm going to have to come off that way and find a lay-by, I think, because I'm not going to make it to... I mean, I could always go to Hopwood services, but I don't know. I don't fancy that one. Yeah, so, yeah, I might chip off down the A46 and find somewhere down there. I know there's a few places. I'll see what sort of time it gives me by the time I get to that exit, and then make me mind up whether to do that or whether to just go to Hopwood. Either way, it's what, 20 to 5 now, so I'm still going to finish at a reasonable time. It's just whether I finish within my driving time. That's the key factor, just because of the weight of traffic. Well, I mean, we're a lot further south than I would have been if I went and done that collection in Manchester. I spoke to the R&R driver and he said that collection in Manchester's pretty good, because if you do run out of driving, if you are tight in driving time, they'd let you stay in their yard, because I'd rather you stay there than stop somewhere a bit dodgy and have their stuff nicked, which is fair enough. And to be honest, I would have asked them when I got there anyway, so it's good to know that. Yeah. So now we just got to like dribble through this bit of traffic that's a bit on and off and see where we can get to. Well. All part of driving, I guess. Right, boys and girls. We are pretty much against the clock now. We are now on the south part of the M42. We have 8 minutes driving time left on a 9, which is all I have left, the 9s. And I'm 4 hours. I'm 4 minutes and 10 seconds away from the exit for Hotwood services. So it was the A435 I was going to go on the joint on the A46, but because I've been sat in traffic for so long, I've had about 9 minutes to find a lay-by, and I don't think there's a lay-by that close that I'd be able to get in that's any good, really. So I've decided to go to Hotwood services instead, which is obviously another junction down on the M42, but so far alright. The traffic's been very sporadic. 1 minute's telling me there's 20 minutes traffic, next minute's telling me 10 minutes traffic, next minute's 30 minutes traffic, so I've lost a lot of time on the M42. I could have made Strencham with about 10 minutes spare, but then obviously everything changed. Clearing up now, not too bad. It's just where it joins the south part of the M42, joining the, you know, the bit where the M40 meets the M42, that junction there, that's where a lot of the traffic was for some reason. No idea why. Just because people don't know how to merge properly, I think, so everyone slows up. So yeah, we're going to hopefully dive into Hotwood and not go over our 9. If we go over our 9, we go over our 9. So it's just one of them things that happen sometimes. It can't be helped. Like as I said before, the best laid plans go to waste. I know there's people out there, oh, you should plan better. Well, how do you plan for traffic happening all of a sudden? You know, there's not a lot you can do about it. You know, you drive along and all of a sudden, bang, 30 minutes traffic happens in front of you. What are you supposed to do? Just magic the traffic away? Fortunately, it doesn't happen like that. So yeah, we're going to go in there. I've not stayed, I don't think I've even been in Hotwood before, so it could be interesting. I'm going to get a meal voucher as well, and I'm going to eat rubbish food tonight because I don't care. I've not had enough. I wouldn't say I've had enough. I haven't had a bad day. I'm not stressing, but I just feel like eating crap tonight. So yeah, that's how that's going to go. I mean, it's going to put me behind about half hour in the morning, because I think Jason's stopping at, because he's got the truck with the tipper gear on it. I think he's stopping around Avonmouth tonight, and then I'm meeting him in the morning, so I'm going to try and leave at about 4 o'clock in the morning and then meet him somewhere. Do the trailer swap, and I'll take the load he's got to Guildford, and then he'll take this on to Columpton. Right, fingers crossed we get a space, because if we don't, then we are definitely going over a 9-hour drive, because I ain't got a clue where else I can stop nearby. I think if this one's full, I might head on down to the M5 and go north and go up the Frankley Is it Frankley Services, the next one up on the M5? I might try and do that. It's going to put me over by about 15 minutes probably. Maybe a bit more than that, we'll see. But we'll figure it out. Like I said, all you do is you do a print out and just write on the back of it, no safe place to stop. But we try and do that without, well, we'll try and get on without having to do that. So I don't even know if there's any lay-bys or anything down there to go to. I just don't know. You know, it's not like I'm programmed with every single lay-by in the country in my head. You know, I'll quite happily stay in a lay-by for the night. Don't bother me. I don't need anything. Got everything I need in here. Well, there is a P sign down there, so if there isn't anything in here, then I'll just head down there, go park in that. Right, do I need this lane, or just sort of choose this lane and merge over? Right, see how we get on. 4 minutes left. And we're at the entrance. Now we've got to find a space and actually get in it. Oh Christ, massive parking area. Come on, find a space. There's a couple of spaces in there. Damn it. Oh well. This guy's got a wide load. Oh yeah, I'll do. Let's nick one of these spaces then. That'll do me nicely. Hopefully this guy in front moves off and then I'll just shimmy on forward. We're at 8:57. We've made it. This will do me for the night. I don't mind. Don't know if there's a fridge next to me, whether it's on or not. No unit on it. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so hopefully if this guy in front of me moves, then I'll just move forward quickly. It won't hurt. So we'll leave it there for now. We're at 20 past 5, so we've done just over 12 hours. So just shows how much your your working time can be shortened just by the fact that your driving time running out. Yeah, there we go. Just ticked over 8:58, so we've got 2 minutes driving left theoretically, but we won't need that. Right, what a palaver. Anyway, this could be fun to get out of in the morning, but I'm sure we'll manage. Like I said, if this guy in front of me moves, then I'll just trickle forward. It's not going to hurt. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. That is entirely up to you. It's completely your decision. I don't make the choices on that. You know. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you nothing, and then you get to see when all my glorious content is released. Free of charge, of course. And then you can hit the little bell icon. That'll give you notifications when the videos are released. But if you don't want to do that, my videos are released at 6 PM on a Monday anyway, without fail, to an extent. I haven't failed a video for nearly 2 years now, so yeah. You've had nearly 2 years straight of a video out every Monday at 6 PM. I think. Something like that. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know about times when you've been very, very close to your driving time or going over or whatever. You know, plans you've made to get somewhere and it's just like gone completely down the drain. Yeah, how many times has that happened to you? It's happened to me a few times. You know, I'm not exactly the most experienced person in the world, and I don't know where everywhere in the world is, but I may do. And share my video with someone you think might like it. So I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to do my paperwork first. Probably grab a shower as well, because I've heard they're not too bad in here. So yeah, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for trucking around, Jono, and all that good stuff. Bye.